So as Sony's "Oh God, Please Forgive Us" promotion came to an end on July 5th, a good deal of PlayStation 3 gamers out there may have walked away with a free copy of LittleBigPlanet. Honestly, I'm a little confused about the people who have owned a PlayStation 3 but didn't have a copy of this title. It's literally the best game you can have that will accommodate and appeal to the most people in a random selection of partygoers. It was the first game I bought for my PS3, and although in more recent times it's gathered some dust on the shelf, LittleBigPlanet is my go-to for a guaranteed good time alone or with friends. "2008 brought the seemingly uneventful release of LittleBigPlanet, but developers Media Molecule had something in store for those faithful to the Sony franchise. LittleBigPlanet reached massive critical acclaim, pulling in tons of awards and receiving the coveted Game of the Year title from many critics. In the game, you play as Sackboy, a character who is pretty adorable, but also quite naked. You platform about in this 3D side-scroller, solving environment puzzles, and in general, just trying not to die. Although it isn't a major aspect of gameplay, dressing up Sackboy is one of the greater joys contained within the game. Multiplayer was also a huge draw in this title, as it brings you and 3 of your best Sack buddies into the vibrant world of LBP. In addition to all of the developer-created levels, there was access to Create Mode, in which users can construct their own levels using objects, particle effects, and items from the game. I've highly recommended this to girls looking to get into gaming, as well as guys who couldn't find a title to play with their lady friend, and I will continue to do so. It's a great first title for someone new to this generation of systems. Accessibility along with appeal to weathered gamers usually marks a game as a well-designed and thoughtful casual gaming experience. LittleBigPlanet hits all marks. It's a great casual platformer with many hours of gameplay, has a solid and beautiful design, has a great music selection, offers a ton of collectibles, a great multiplayer setup, and the wonderful ability for the game to grow as the community does. LittleBigPlanet has a giant base of user-created levels, and after wading through massive amounts of inappropriate designs, you can sometimes find something really amazing. The depth of level creation was a giant force in the success of this title. It's smooth, easy to grasp, and open to whatever your imagination can fathom. This is one of the only level editors available on console, the only other one I've encountered being Halo's Forge. With all of these levels available and editable in LittleBigPlanet 2, developers Media Molecule really had a handle on how to make this game last. So for as much as I played LittleBigPlanet, I probably spent more hours listening to the soundtrack. The music in this game is just great. I enjoyed some of the licensed tracks, but the real gems are the original songs written by Matt Clark, Kenneth Young, and my favorite, Daniel Pemberton. If you didn't snag a copy of LBP for free due to procrastination or just plain forgetfulness, you can pick up a brand new copy for under $20. It's a lot of game for that price, and the LittleBigPlanet community has done you a solid by offering so many user-based levels to play with. Media Molecule has recently stated publicly that they are, quote, stepping away from LittleBigPlanet to focus on some new ideas, end quote. Although my heart wants to believe that Sony will just leave this franchise be until potentially Media Molecule comes back to this title, my brain knows that Sony won't let one of its most valuable exclusives just sit around and wait on a developer that is trying to do something new and even more innovative. The release date of the new LittleBigPlanet title for the PS Vita is slated for sometime next year. But whatever comes out of that development, good or bad, it will not change the fact that LittleBigPlanet is a great game. Suit up, Sackboy, it's time to take on the world.